Hi, welcome to our channel. I'm Corinne from Grace Notes Stitchers, and seated next to me, which you can't see right now, is Paris, the little Morkie. All I had to say was we're making a video, and off she came. She jumped right up in her chair. You'll see another video came out today. It was all about small businesses, a lot of questions about our business in particular. No secrets on dyeing or anything like that, but just some things that people have asked me over the past year or two, and I've been writing them down and tried to make it fun with my daughter. When I watched it, I kind of chuckled because I'm off-centered. So typically somebody tries to sit in the center of their camera. Well, my camera is set up to be for two people, or as you guys have known lately, myself and Paris. So it was just kind of funny as I was sitting there. Anyway, so much has happened. I don't remember the last time I made a video. I know it wasn't too long ago. I don't even know if it was before or after Charlotte. So I apologize if you've seen some of these, but you shouldn't have. Most of these things are new. Yes, I have new starts, but I've had some new, what's the word? Lots of progress. I'll say new progress. Lots and lots of progress. So my first project I'm going to show is my Princess Bride Mandala. I don't know if there's a correct way to say that. I brought down my cover photo for you. I apologize. Everything's a little slippery. I don't have a table anymore. So this is the Princess Bride Mandala. My sister bought that for me on Etsy. Atomic Tiki Pins is the designer. I have a lot of different things. It's in my shopping cart right now by Atomic Tiki Pins because I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I've heard some good things about their designs from other people. I did get a nice ring off of Amazon, so now my threads are not so messy. I mean, they're still a mess, but these little thread sheets, whatever you would call them, thread sorters, came with the kit as a download, like all in one sheet. I cut them apart, punched the holes. Just something new that I did was putting the ring on that. But let's get to the project. Woohoo! I think I put in maybe 2,000 stitches since you've seen it last. I apologize, it's loose because I loosened my sides here. I don't know if you've seen any of this, at least not filled in. A lot of this is new, and this is new. This obviously. I did completely fill this in, and now I'm going across, and any color being used here, I'm trying to fill it in. So I think there was a color up here, and now it's being used down here, so I'm going to kind of color complete where I'm at. Ooh, where I'm at. And then, yeah, where that is. I'm going to keep going until I run out of that. No, not run out, but until that color is finished. Because I know I'm in the right place. I also have haul. Got lots of stuff sitting next to me. This is the rose designed by Grace Notes Designs. Pearls and Roses. I'll tighten that up so you can see it better. Make sure I have this oriented the right way. So I've gotten a couple hundred more stitches in there. This is my travel project. I'm a little bummed, a little disappointed with myself. We really do have a busy life. I mean, I have 4 kids. One's at college right now, but we do have a busy life with other things. Is it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, I had a doctor's appointment, and it was totally my fault. We showed up over 20 minutes early because I told my husband my appointment was at 11:20, and it was actually at 11:40. I had put it in the calendar wrong. So 11:40 was like, we're sitting there, everybody's going back, and I'm sitting there all alone. And then I look at my confirmation text, and the time when there was 11:40. So I was like, of all days to not take cross stitch. I'm like, can you imagine how much I could have gotten done in that like 25 minutes that I was just sitting there? And then of course they didn't take me right at my time either. And then, you know, you go back to the room, you see the nurse, you wait for the doctor, you're waiting in there for a few minutes. I could have gotten a lot done. So that was all on me. But we seriously got in the car, and 2 minutes later, I said to him, I cannot believe I forgot my cross stitch. So totally not thrilled with myself. I'm having things fall. All right. This is the one I'm not sure. If I showed you things after Charlotte, then this was seen. If not, this is new to you. Do I have a cover? I don't have a cover photo to show you. This is The Coffee Shop by Nora Corbett. I did this as a new start with several ladies at the retreat. And that's where I'm at. So I might have gotten some progress. I might not have. I'm really not sure on that one. I think I only have one more whip. I've been trying to, you know, concentrate on what I'm doing. Jingle Ball's coming up. Y'all know I had a ton of fun last year at the Jingle Ball. So I signed up again this year. I even had Lauren like toss this down from the upstairs for me. And then I left it in the living room. Do you need to smell it? Is that new for you? She's like, it's soft and I must lay on it. I got a new shirt. So I wanted something that said 2023 on it and to be a little different than the short sleeve t-shirt that I got last year. I love my t-shirt from last year. And I will wear that during the Jingle Ball, but intentionally, it's going to be more than 24 hours this time. It's going to be more like 3 days. It starts Friday evening and it goes to Sunday afternoon. She's laying on the shirt. And there's classes that I signed up for. So one of the classes that I signed up for was Liz Matthews. Now, I know you guys know I don't do a lot of Santa. However, I do love the reindeer. So with this, I was like, oh, I can do that. Santa's tiny. You can't even see him really. So he didn't have a face. I don't care. But it's how to make her trees. So the class, I have to stitch this ahead of time if I want to do it along with her. So I am working on this. I'm 30% of the way through. I've been really focusing on this. And I'm really pleased with how it's looking. But these are the same shaped trees that she does on her 12 Days of Christmas. So that Colleen has. So I'll know how to finish these if Colleen chooses to finish them as the, you know, the trees in the method that Liz Matthews uses. So I'll show you where I'm at. So she used 36 count linen. I don't love 36 linen. I'm using that on another project and it's fine, which I should have brought down. I did get further. I got my next section done on my Welcome to the North Pole. I'll show that next time. And 36 linen's okay. The 36 Modena is very lightweight, very flimsy, almost like working on gauze. This is 36 count. It's manufactured in Great Britain. Fiberflare is who distributes this to Yarn Tree. I don't know. It's weird. It goes through so many different people, but it's definitely not as Weigert base. It feels exactly like Jobelan, but it's 36 count. So I still have some of that left. Might have ordered some more for myself, but this is in the colorway Accidental. And I was just going through my box of fabrics that I had stashed for myself. And it was like the perfect color because, you know, Lauren and I were like matching colors to these patterns. Like, oh, I'm gonna have to dye these. And we were gonna dye me a certain color. And then when I saw this, I was like, this works. And it's 36 count, which is what the called for is. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking. I'm using it for my challenge groups. Back to doing more of those, so I'm enjoying that. The next class I signed up for, well, this isn't really the order. The Candy Cane Biscornu. I just got the pattern for this, so I haven't begun. I don't even have the fabric pulled. I'll probably use like Paris or Black Licorice, whatever I might have on hand already. she calls for 32. But I can't wait. Candy canes. I love candy canes. And to make up a score new. I have no idea how to make one. So I'm really excited to learn. Then the last class, probably actually the first class. The last class I signed up for, or the other class I signed up for, was Frosted Pumpkin. Now, I did a silly thing, and I knew exactly which one I wanted. So the others, I just purchased the PDFs. And by the way, if you still want to sign up for these classes, you don't have to have them finished by the Jingle Ball, because if you signed up and paid for the class, they will be keeping the class on their website for 30 days. So you still have access to it for 30 days with your ticket. But I'm trying to get it done on time. Otherwise, I will probably never do it. These are the season's greetings cards from the Fox family. So there's 3 different ones. This is the colorway that I decided I wanted to do. They do give you enough fabric for all 3 colorways and enough finishing things. But my kit arrived today. So I have not opened it. I cannot wait. We're going to see this thing together. So the others, you know, I didn't buy kits. I just bought PDFs. Oh, first to the silly thing. So I was really careful. I knew I wanted to sign up for the second class because I really enjoyed last year watching all of the interviews. So I wanted to make sure I got to see all the interviews again this year. And for some reason, I guess because I skipped the PDF and went to the kit, I thought I was signing up for the second class in the evening, and I didn't. I signed up for the daytime class, but that's okay. There to prove I didn't open it at all. I had only unsealed this part. I didn't realize they taped this part down also. Nothing was getting out of here. Oh, now you got to see what's going on in here. Thank you, Corinne. Aw, very cute little postcard. Talks about Coulter and Clementine. That's their Fox family. Pink, you know, I love my pink. All right. Is this a bookmark? Yes, it is. Candy cane and gingerbread. Love it, love it, love it. What do you love? You love gifts. Aww. Very, very cute sticker. You know I like stickers. Is this another sticker? Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a little postcard or stamp. This, they talked about this. This is Lady Dot trim. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. This little pom-pom, Lady Dot. And it's enough for 3 postcards. You need to sniff the pink stuff. I'll show her in just a moment. They gave us, oh, more than 3 boards. This is, of course, why I had to do this. Because how can I not get every needle minder that they make? So I had to do the kit just in order to get the needle minder. Spoonflower, if you're not aware of Spoonflower, it's a fabric company that people can create their own fabrics. You can buy what they've created. You can create your own. I don't know if there's a charge to create your own. But Frosted Pumpkin, I think it was Ashley, went on and created this, and it's enough to finish the backs of 3 postcards. So that is really cool. So we have our own Frosted Pumpkin finishing fabric. And then I chose Ada because I'm a cheater and I stitch faster on Ada. So it's the color Fawn by Picture This Plus. So I am going to do it on the called for since I have that fat 8th. And I'm looking forward to this a lot. Do you want to say hello? Hi. Mwah. Paris wants to say hello to her friends. Yes. 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 All right. And a couple little bit more haul. This is a lot more haul for me than normal. So our fabric of the month has gone out. Of course, mine is Jobelan. It's going to dye a lot lighter than everybody else's. But this is the colorway Mocha Blanc. Absolutely love it. It's a little on the smoker side, but I'm happy with it. And that was our neutral. Our color is Poison Apple. Is that not awesome? Now mine has a lot more like blue modeling going through it than some. Others have more green, but I don't care. Mine's blue and green. I love it. So Jovelin is definitely the way to go for me to be able to get color, and it's not like a really bright color. The linen was not too bright either this time, so that was good too because of it being the combo club month. And then my last bit of haul is a big purchase. What is this, you say? This is what I have been waiting for years. Ever since I started using Pecos, I wanted a place to put my Pecos. I tried to jerry rig a tray on top of an old stand, like the Rocky Giraffe stand. I tried to get used Cobras that were from Amanique. And then a year ago in August, so what was that? 14 months ago, they put out that they were making these wooden stands for Pecos. And I've been keeping my eye on it. I follow them on Instagram, everything. And every time they're like, what do you want to see next? I'm like, I want your Peco holders. And they just have not made them. They have not made them. And then somebody said something about Lindy Stitches has them. I'm like, there's no way. They haven't made them yet. So I emailed Lindy Stitches, her husband, Jason, and they created a different kind of Peco holder. It's not what they had originally put out last August, but I don't care. It still does the job, and it probably does it a little bit more efficiently and a lot less costly because this costs maybe the price of a Lowry. So think that price range instead of like Doveco price range, which is probably what the wooden ones would have cost. So you can fit 4 Pecos here. This little thing, these little slits come out, they go through the center of your Peco, and then you can have all 4 Pecos for your project lined up. And I love it. It was so easy. My husband was able to put it together. I like waited for him to put it together, and then I realized it was just in basically 2 pieces. He just had to take the knob off, slide this in, put the height he wanted, put the knob back on. That's really, so the height is adjustable. So I'm really, really pleased with this. Of course, I'm working on small projects right now, so I don't know when I will get to use this, but I'm very excited that I have it. Upcoming plans. Let's talk plans. So I do have my small retreat still coming up. Still not sure if I'm taking all my projects yet or not. That all depends on what I get done for the Jingle Ball, because obviously that has moved to the top of my list. But I started my paper planning, like with my planner. I have new files. I'm using something from, I think it was my 2022 planner from Jen Lee. Then I'm now putting out a new whip list because I can put start date and finish date on it and see everything all in order, and it's all alphabetical for me. Of course, anything new will not be, but I think I'm going to use that because it's something I can just keep adding to instead of continually rewriting my list every year. We'll see how I enjoy it. And now I'm seeing that I need to reprint this. I find that if I print something at 83%, it fits into my Happy Planner very nicely. So I'm using that, and then I went on Etsy and I found some really nice planning pages. If you want to know who I'm using, send me a message. You can email me through gracenotestitchers.com or gracenotestitchers@gmail.com, or message me on Facebook or Instagram, gracenotestitchers. But there's this lady who has these bugs, and of course it's the bee for Alan, the ladybug for Colleen, the dragonfly for Leanne, and the butterfly for Lauren. She had 4 different sets, and they were on sale this past week. And I was like, how am I supposed to choose? And she had 5, there's like 5 pages, and I only needed 1 or 2 of the pages. Really needed 1, but I decided to use 2 of them. I'm revamping. I'm not throwing away anything I've already done, but anything new is going to use the 1 page. And then I am going to use the other page for every project in my Happy Planner. And I just couldn't choose. So I didn't want to spend that much. So hey, listen, if you ever are in that quandary, what's the worst thing that can happen? You ask them and they say no. So I just sent her a message and said, would you ever consider making a bundle with all of your insects? Because I happen to like them all and I can't choose between them. So she did. She's like, yeah, I can do that. And she said, give me a couple hours. 2-3 hours later, it was done, and I was able to save $2 or $3. So it wasn't like half price or anything, and I'm not going to ask for that. It's just the fact that she did it was amazing, and I was so happy, and I felt like I was getting a deal, so I was super happy about that. And now I printed some of each, so I have all my kids' insects. I don't know. These are just things that we've decorated with like over the years. Like we used to put out little picks in our garden, and like they would choose one and that was theirs. I mean, that's what we picked for them. And then like I've got them their own gardening tools, and like that was what was on their bags. So these are things that my kids chose way back when. And like if we would get like, I don't know what else we would buy, but it would have those insects, and like they assigned each of themselves an insect. So that's kind of where the insect thing comes from. And that's why I like to stitch all of those insects. And when you get to my whip parade, I might be starting a few more insects this year. I've been choosing some new projects. That's been fun. Mr. Grace Notes, he has mixed feelings on this. Let's just put it that way. I pulled out fabrics last week with the new projects. I'm either printing the cover. I printed covers of the digital, and then I went and made PDFs out of my hard copies and got them put onto my Kindle. So I have both now. I have them all in digital now, but I was pulling fabrics, and then I still have to finish cutting and serging them down to size. But he's like, what are you doing with what are you kitting up? I'm like, projects for 2024. He's like, there's no new starts for 2024. You've got a whole bunch to begin. And I'm like, I know. And then I took him over, like, I'm working, like, I was trying to decide, like, I want to start I had my first tea time, the tea time palette from Treenway Silks. I have all 24 or 25 patterns. I got to start them sometime, right? Excuse me. So I pulled 2 or 3 of them out. I'm like, which one should I start first? So I kind of got his help. I got him interested by helping me decide which of those. And then I pulled another designer, like Sweet Wing Studio. I've never stitched something of hers. However, it turned out that's the tea time I'm going to do. So I had to put that one aside. But I would pull out, ink circles. I pulled out 2 or 3. I'm like, okay, which one of these? Because I did finish it ink circles this year. So that's really exciting. So that's done. So I have to start a new ink circles. That's what my brain tells me. So I kind of got him helping me. That's where his mixed feelings go, because he's like, you gotta finish all those other ones you began. I know. I got a problem. I get it. I do. I have a problem. Just don't know how to solve that problem other than trying to find more time to stitch. So yeah, I guess that's my biggest goal for 2024 is try to make things easier to find more time to stitch. I don't know. Especially these games. Oh my gosh. Some of these games, they really, now that I'm back into them, I'm enjoying them. Oh my goodness. And some days certain ones push me more than others. I don't know why. Smaller goals, I think, help. And even repetitive goals help. Um, like 100 stitches. Okay, I can do that. I do 100 stitches, take my photo, put it in. You know, do another 100 stitches. Okay, do that. I think those are little goals. But I'm back in Myth and Magic Stitch Wars, hoping that one day I'll be back on my team, the Pixies. We'll see. For now, I'll be our secret gifter that all of you on Flosstube now know. Although there's no gifting this round, so I'm doing what the other villagers are doing. And I don't know, we have a list that we're stitching, and I don't really know what our ultimate goal is with them, but I'm helping them out. So I'm a villager, but it's because I didn't know the game had started back up. So I'm excited because that was one of my games that I really enjoyed. So that's the only one that I do that you take a picture with a name, a code or a number, because again, I'm not going back into that whole circle of, because that's what, I don't want to say depressed me, but that's what made games hard for me. So if you want a little piece of advice, it's find what works for you the best. Find what types of games that you enjoy. And again, for me, it's mostly not the prompts. I like more the games where you're working with a team, as long as the team understands my stitchy rotation, like that there's weeks that I don't get much stitching, and then there's other weeks that I'm a powerhouse stitcher. So anyway, my teams are all good. They all understand, and I love them, and it works out great. So I have a favor to ask of you. I know that I don't have thousands of Flosstube followers. What are you called? Subscribers. Hey, if you watch me and you're not subscribed, here's my little advertisement that I never do. Hit subscribe. Hit the little bell so you get notified when I make a video. What I would like from you is, what helps you to stay organized the best? What planner pages do you use? I will tell you, Happy Planner all the way. So it's got to be something that I can print and put into my Happy Planner, or something that I can buy to put into my Happy Planner. So I don't want anything digital. However, if you just want to answer below so everybody else knows what you do, feel free. I would love to read all of your so let's put this out there 2 different ways. First, if you are offering me a suggestion, you could say something you might like is, and tell me what you think I could use, or something I need to check out. If you just want to tell us what you do for organization, just say, hey, I do this, and share with us, because I love to see what everybody else does. But I will tell you, I love my Happy Planner. I'm not giving it up. I have 2 that are active with my whips. Just don't even, maybe one day I'll go through them again. I don't know. But that's just how it works for me, that I get to use the pages that I want to use and keep up with a yearly and more than a year at the same time. Because on my regular pages, I take a photo at the end of every year, so that I can't get rid of those old pages, because they have like 3 photos for the start of 3 different years. So that's why I can't get rid of those. But yeah, there are Creatively Crafting. Amanda has her yearly calendar she puts out. You can purchase it if you're not one of her stitchies. You can go to her free cross stitch challenge group. I think she has a link in there for her planner. If not, it's on her Etsy. Creatively Stitching is what her shop is, I believe. Anyway, I love her calendar. I print out the pages that I like. I also love Jen Lee because it's not that expensive. Don't know if I will be buying her whole calendar again this year, because I kind of printed the pages that I needed from 2022. And then I bought some planner pages that were purple flowers. Yes, purple got me. But they're like upcoming whips, like things you need to kit them up. So I thought, oh, that's really cool. So these ones that I'm planning, so that's what I'm making up for the ones I'm planning so that I know what size. Like I brought those pages. Hold on, I'm back. Okay, so it's Cross Stitch Project Planner. Does it say who it's by? No. So this is kind of what it is, and then on the back, need to buy. So I made these pages up for the ones I'm kitting up because, oh, I got tape stuck to it, or I don't know what that is. Because I am putting in here like what size to cut my fabric to, what kind of threads I need because if it's DMC, I'll make my floss cards or floss rings. Oh, what are those called? Floss tags. Floss drops. I will make floss drops and use my Annie's Keepers, or if I have to either find or buy certain specialties, then these are all in one place and I can keep this at the front of my planner for when I'm going shopping. Excuse me. So there's that. Okay, here's something else. So this is Madame Lafay. I have never done any of her charts. I would like to do one of her charts. I have all of the Disney-ish, let's say fairy tales. I have all of her fairy tale patterns. Not sure that I should do Cinderella. I think I'm already doing 6 or 7 Cinderella patterns. So I was thinking Pinocchio. I'm not sold. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Should I do Pinocchio? Should I do something else? So this one's just set aside. I didn't pull fabric for it or anything because I'm just not sure what I want to do. Everything is in French on the back, so that's fun. I did not even put this into PDF because that's how unsure I was about whether I'm starting one of these or not. So anyway, those are my huge planner ideas. Plans. Those are mostly my plans. I planner plans. And then, of course, I have to do my 3 Jingle Ball. Other than that, we're going to be dyeing Fabric of the Month next week, along with, I think I said 4 spreadsheets I have filled. So hopefully we can get it all done and then ship it out right before I go to Hemden. And then I get to take a week or 2 off because we have Thanksgiving. And then we go into the mad, crazy Christmas season. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and happy stitching.